Hey, fellas, how you doing? A nice turnout.
How you doing, Ray?
Ray, I didn't think you were gonna make it.
Nah. I've ever missed a pool game, Leon.
What are you trying to do? Psych me out? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Now, you didn't forget your money, did you?
Oh, now money can't mean much to you. You must have made a bundle when you sold the plantation grill. But to make it much more interesting, I'm gonna put up $2,500 against that crab cake recipe of yours.
Oh, now, Ray, that's my grandmother's secret recipe.
Now you leave your grandmama out of this. I know where you bought it. So if you want to keep it, all you got to do is beat me. Huh?
We got a game.
All right. I'll even let you break.
Big ones. They were pretty good break.
Side.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Corner.
Ah, doggone it. Shoot. Darn it. Shoot.
Good job, Leon.
Corner.
Good action shot.
8 ball in the side pocket.
That's a shot.
Crab cakes, baby. Crab cakes.
I brought some photos of a place I did in Virginia. Oh, thanks. It has the colors that you like.
Oh, I love this one. This would look great in the sunroom, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oops, hold on. Yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, Brad's just showing me some beautiful things. No, I don't want to do it without you.
I'm afraid you'll have to. One of my appointments couldn't make it. I have to meet them out of the office.
I won't hold dinner for you. Okay. I'll just see you when you get home, I suppose. Bye. My husband must be the only psychiatrist in the world who's about to make a house call.
Sounds like we're postponed.
Yeah. Would you mind telling Esther she can call it a night?
Sure.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Dr. Radcliffe doesn't want you to hold dinner for him.
I'll leave it in the oven on low in case he changes his mind.
You can call it a night. Patricia and I need some privacy. It's me. I hear we're on. What time? Where? I'll be there.
Everything all right?
Cancel my next appointment.
Oh.
You look like you could use some company.
Well, actually, I could use a whole lot of company.
Shall we look at some more of these stately homes?
I'd rather have some more champagne.
Here, I'll get you some. You know, you'd be surprised how few husbands take active interest in their own homes.
Yes, I guess I would be.
I want you to take a look at the way these rooms were painted. We can get a very smart texture fill, right like that one. Now this one is a little more conventional. What do you think?
I don't...
Mrs. Radcliffe?
Yes?
Afraid I have some very bad news for you.
Lieutenant Graham, damaged car in the garage.
Mrs. Radcliffe, we'd like you to come with us, please.
Have you heard from Brad?
He left a message on his machine.
It's the only one that could have taken the car.
What about your housekeeper?
She doesn't drive.
Patricia, are you all right?
I don't know.
I'm Jeffrey Winslow. I'm Mrs. Radcliffe's attorney. Are you the officer in charge here?
Lieutenant Gray.
Can I have a word with you outside, please?
Sure.
You don't have to say another word, okay? So, Lieutenant, what do we have here?
Mrs. Radcliffe sent the housekeeper to bed early.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the garage door and the car drive away. 1 hour later, she hears the car being put back in. Mrs. Radcliffe said she had a meeting with the decorator who we can't get a hold of, and that she passed out after drinking champagne. Next thing she remembers, we're at the door. Her car matches a description of a sedan seen leaving the Embarcadero about the same time Dr. Radcliffe was run down. We found the car in the garage, motor still warm, and damage to the grill. Running tests right now for matches to the victim. Housekeeper also says the doctor and the missus weren't getting along all that well.
Are you prepared to book her?
Sir, if the tests on the car are positive, I'm arresting her for murder.
All right. The charges against my client are totally circumstantial. The prosecution's going to have a lot of problems with this case. We expect to be completely vindicated. All right, we have no further comment at this time. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well,
Just how bad is it?
it may all be circumstantial, but you get a lot of it. Where's Donna Cola? I need her.
She's on her way, sir.
Where'd you first meet this disappearing decorator of yours?
At a cocktail party, friends. He said he was new in town.
How many times have you seen him?
Came to the house just a couple of times. And I don't know much about him, really.
Well, the prosecution's case will go something like this. Bored, unhappy wife takes up with decorator. Does her husband in with or without the help of boyfriend?
But that's not true. They can't prove that.
Well, in her statement to the police, your housekeeper said that Dexter dismissed her that night so that the two of you could spend some intimate time.
She's lying.
Maybe. Or it could be that he wanted her to have that impression. Ah, the almost late Donna Cole.
Hello. I'm sorry I didn't get here sooner, sir, but I've been on the phone. I've been trying to check out Brad Dexter's business address.
Well?
Well, it's a phony, sir. It's a wallpaper distributor who's never heard of him. I left several messages on his answering machine, but I don't think he'll call me back.
No, I don't think he will either.
Why is he doing this to me?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Get me Ray Alexander, please.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. It's got to be bigger. This is Terry Wilson we're talking about here. Mr. Rhythm and Blues himself.
He's so big, then why does he need such a big sign?
Out of respect. This man is a legend, boy. Don't you know that? Bigger. Ray's Backyard Cafe. Yeah. Hang on. I'll get him for you.
Oh, hey. I want you to try this.
Winslow's office is on the phone.
Look, I risked good money to get this crab cake recipe, and it's not happening. Here, try this.
Did you hear what I just tried to tell you?
Look,
that work was calling you?
man's cases for 20 years just so I can buy this place. So tell him I'm too busy and much too successful.
I would like to tell him that, but I cannot run this place for you without money. All I have in that drawer out there are bills, not the kind that you spend, but the kind that you pay.
This place is busy 4 nights a week.
Yeah, but the cost of food keeps going up, and you won't raise the prices. Not you. We have high-toned customers. They can afford it.
That's some mouths to feed, Uncle.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Those deadbeat pals of yours, and you won't even make them pay.
They're good for it.
Good for it? They are good for nothing. Now, you get your coat on, and get your sorry self over there before he changes his mind. He is on his way.
What would I ever do without you?
And don't forget to tell him that your fee has gone up.
Yeah, I know. Way up, huh?
Way up.
Way up.
Yes.
Way. It's okay. I know the way.
We didn't order any lunch, Senate.
Hi, Celia. How's the boy?
Graduates junior high school this year.
Damn, he got old, huh? Woo!
He's waiting for you.
Got it.
Well, listen. As you can tell the senator, I can get him off, but it's going to cost him. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you. Thank you. Ray?
Excuse me. Try these crab cakes.
Crab cakes, huh?
Uh-huh. What do you think?
Not bad.
Not bad? That's it?
Yeah, you've made better, but average. Why?
You like crab cakes?
Yeah, but I couldn't eat anything, thank you.
Patricia, this is my top investigator, Ray Alexander. Patricia Ratcliffe.
Jeffrey's told me a lot about you.
I heard a lot about you on the news. Well, come on. Me and you out of here. Do you have anything to tell me?
I didn't do it, if that's what you mean.
Who would want to harm him?
I can't imagine.
You two get along?
I was a secretary for a couple of years right after his wife died. It wasn't long after we got married that I realized it was a mistake. I don't know what I wanted from him. Security, I suppose. We were very fond of each other, though.
I'm gonna need a description of Brad Dexter.
Okay, I think maybe 30. Dark brown hair, maybe 6 foot tall, athletic looking.
Anything distinctive about him?
No, not really.
Any special habits, quirks?
Oh, I don't know.
Anything physical? Limp, twitch, scar, tattoo?
Actually, the first time he came to my house, he got very tremulous. He tried to hide it from me like it embarrassed him.
All right. I'll take you home.
Okay. Esther, where are you
Under
going?
the circumstances, I think it best I leave. Here's my sister's address. You can send my check there.
Esther.
Here are the keys.
Please don't go.
Goodbye, Mrs. Radcliffe.
I suppose I should have expected this. She's always resented me. She got me back when I was my husband's secretary. Hello? Brad? Where are you? Have you talked to the police?
No. I don't want to make anything worse for you than it already is.
What? What are you saying?
Look, Patricia, there's nothing I can do to help you. I wish you hadn't done it, but, you know, it's too late. You know, if you'd have listened to me, then maybe things would have turned out differently.
Brad!
There's nothing I can do to help you. You'll just have to see this thing through. But I'll always love you.
I don't understand. Why did he call me?
That wasn't for your benefit. It was for theirs. Excuse me.
No.
You guys got a trace on that call?
Phone booth.
Hang on to that tape and remember that voice, because that's your killer. You boys play your cards right, you're gonna be my guest at Ray's Backyard Cafe Saturday night. Terry Wilson's gonna be there. And, Lieutenant, I might even forget that bar bill you owe me. Keep an eye on that lady for me, will you?
I'm going to keep an eye on you too, Ray.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. Bye.
Well, what do you think? Did I bleed her out?
Well, I don't think she did it.
Not what I asked. Ray, would you get out of the picture, please? Come on.
Excuse me.
Well?
Well, the doctor told her that one of his afternoon appointments didn't show up and he's going to go out of the office to meet them. Now, whoever that is must be behind all of this. Otherwise, how would Brad know where to go to run the doctor down? You having a new ad done or something here?
I'll ignore that. This is for the cover of American Attorney. Excuse me. You got enough? You've got to find this phantom and do it very quickly. Otherwise, I'm going to be better off cutting her a deal.
Oh, I think she's going to go for that?
You may have to. Oh, listen. I've got a pre-trial, Senator Foster's bribery thing, so,
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. We haven't discussed my fee.
I know your fee.
No, I've got a new fee now. It's the old fee. It's $80 an hour plus expenses.
Listen, there's a recession on,
I
Ray.
know. That's why it's a new fee.
All right. I'm going to be in court all week long, so keep me posted.
Right.
Ah, there she is.
I'm sorry I'm late. Hit traffic. Mr. Alexander, it's a pleasure to meet you.
She's Donna Cola.
Uh-huh.
She's a paralegal. She's been working with us. She'll be your liaison with the office.
Uh-huh.
So, keep me posted.
Right.
And keep smiling.
Shall we dance?
I've called Brad Dexter's phone number several times, but he's never there.
Yeah, well, I don't expect him to be. Look, if you're going to work with me, you're going to have to start with the basics. First, I want you to get a recent crisscross directory.
A what?
Crisscross, cross-reference telephone numbers and addresses.
I'll get one.
As soon as you get that address, you shoot it right to me.
Anything else?
Yeah, and then I want you to run Dexter's name through the voters registration, the city business bureau, and check his membership with AAID.
AAID.
Yeah, the American Association for Interior Decorators.
Right away. Mr. Alexander.
Ray.
Ray, I have to tell you what an honor it is for me to work with you on this case. I've been through all of Mr. Winslow's files, and I've seen all the work you've done for him. The Red Gardenia case and the Pacific Heights stranglings. I think my favorite was the Napa Valley murders. Was any one of them your particular favorite?
Well, you see, they're all kind of like my children. I can't play favorites.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. You've never worked on an investigation before, have you?
No. This is my first time, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You know, I've always considered myself to be a team player.
Very good to hear.
Anyway, I want you to know you can count on me, sir.
Well, you get that address as soon as you can, huh? Pronto.
Pronto.
Sorry to see you lost your police protection.
Oh, so I have.
May I help you?
This is Dr. Radcliffe's widow. What's going on here?
Well, my client, Dr. Baker, was designated executor of Dr. Radcliffe's practice, by Dr. Radcliffe, of course, and we're here to collect his files for safekeeping.
Do you know anything about this?
It's common practice, but I always assumed Barry would name me, not Gail Baker.
Who's this Dr. Baker?
That's me. Patricia, God, I am so sorry. I meant to call you before, but I didn't know what to say, and I just want you to know that for what it's worth, of course, you couldn't have done that. And
Well, thank you. I could use a friend about now. Gail and I have known each other for years.
Douglas, I think we're finished here.
Sure. This is Dr. Radcliffe's appointment book.
Oh, Gail, this is Ray Alexander. He's helping me on my defense.
Hello?
Hi.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'd like the names of those last patients that Dr. Radcliffe was to have seen the day he was killed.
I'm afraid that's impossible. You have to understand something. Barry was my supervisor, my mentor, really, and I am bound by his wishes and professional ethics to maintain strict confidentiality.
Well, I can understand that, but I'm an investigator. I deal in confidences all the time. But it is essential to Mrs. Radcliffe's defense that we see the names of those patients.
Why?
Because I have every reason to believe that one of them is responsible for Dr. Radcliffe's murder.
Well, how's that?
Because that patient arranged to have a meeting with Dr. Radcliffe at the Embarcadero, then had a young man run him down with Mrs. Radcliffe's car.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, you're asking a lot from me.
It means a great deal to us, really.
I have to run down the hall for a moment. Will you excuse me?
Sure. You're supposed to see 4 patients that afternoon. Do you recognize any of these names?
No, but it's been over 3 years since I've worked in this office. You know, but this isn't going to tell us who didn't show up for the appointment.
Patricia.
Yeah?
I was just thinking, there is no point in you staying at Hillsborough by yourself. Why don't you come stay with me until the worst of it's over?
You know, that's really nice of you, but I'm fine, really.
Well, will you let me know if you need anything?
Yeah, I will.
Good. Mr. Alexander?
Uh-huh.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
I think.
How is that? It needs more salt, doesn't it?
Oh, no, it's fine. I just don't have much of an appetite.
Let's see. Ah, yeah, it needs more salt. You know, all we have to do is find out who these 4 patients are and which one of them didn't show up.
Ray!
Yeah.
I've got good news. I got a recent crisscross directory, and I got an address on that phone number of Brad Dexter's.
Excellent. Now, I want you to find out who these 4 people are.
Pronto?
Faster than that. Hey, Paul. Over here. Over here. Where you been, man?
Studying.
Does it involve books? Because I sure don't see any.
They're in my car.
Uh-huh.
And if you had been a better detective, you'd have figured that out.
Yeah, if you had been a better student, I wouldn't have to. This is Radcliffe. This is my nephew, Paul Garcia.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Paul.
I want you to take her home and stay with her until I get there.
You know I have an exam tomorrow.
Man, I didn't ask you to entertain her. Just stay with her. You can study over there. He can really be very charming when he wants to be.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Radcliffe.
No, no apologies. It's fine.
Good. I'm out of here. See you there.
Have a seat.
Uncle Phil.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Oh, a good suit for Saturday night.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, where you taking my suit?
Saturday's a long time away, Uncle Phil. Thanks for working with me on this, ma'am. If I didn't get this cleaning in today, boy, it would have been my job.
Hey, I'm human, right?
Thanks again.
Mr. Dexter, this is Lieutenant Graham, Metro Police Division. You can reach me at 555-7646, extension 321.
This is Donna Cola calling from Jeffrey Winslow's office regarding Patricia Radcliffe. Could you please give me a call at 555-8305? Thank you. Mr. Dexter, this is Donna Cola again. It's urgent you call me at 555-8305. Bye.
quiet and relax. We don't want anything to happen to that nice boy downstairs if he should come charging up here. I know you're very concerned right now, but what's the worst thing that can happen to you? Huh? A few years in jail, and then you start over. Find a man who really loves you. In the long run, it's for the best. The trouble with shrinks is they have our secrets, and they can make people crazy. That's why I did this favor for a friend. Why don't you forget everything about me? Because if you don't, well, I'll be back. No matter where you go, I can always get to you.
He's up here!
Check the back. You all right? Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
It's not very smart, him coming back.
Oh, I think he's crazy.
Maybe. Hello?
Hi, Ray. This is Brad. That was very nice of you to damage my car like that. You're gonna have to put a lid on that temper, cowboy.
You know, you and me are going to get together sooner or later. Why don't we do it now?
No, really, Ray. Is this any way to begin a relationship? I mean, after all, we're both interested in Patricia's welfare.
Is that a threat?
Oh, no. I'm just worried about her. I think she's getting bad advice.
Well, why don't we talk about it? Just you and me.
Can I get back to you on that?
I'm going to get you, Brad.
Maybe you will, Ray. Or maybe I'll get her first.
So glad you came.
Thanks for letting me stay. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
I know it's become as an awkward time for you, Doctor.
How's that?
After all, you might become the next president of the National Psychiatric Association. I don't want any undue publicity just now.
Oh, well, I can see you've been doing your homework.
Well, I don't want my client staying with just anyone.
Well, she may be your client, but she's my friend.
Now, may I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Under what circumstances would a patient be motivated to murder his psychiatrist?
Well, there are several plausible explanations. Negative transference, people with dark secrets who are afraid of exposure, patients who are about to commit bodily harm on someone, in which case the doctor is obligated to notify the police and the person who is threatened.
Thank you. Later.
Bye.
So, how you doing?
Okay, here's what I've got on those 4 patients of Dr. Radcliffe. Okay, the first is an ambitious, high-profile attorney named Jack Maxwell. The rumor is he's going to announce for office at any moment.
Sure you got the right one?
Oh, yeah, I called his house as if I was from Dr. Radcliffe's office, and his wife confirmed that he had been a patient. So.
Good. What about the others?
Oh, the second one is Vic Brandon. Now, there are 3 of them in the phone book. The first 2 seem genuinely never to have heard of Dr. Radcliffe, but the third guy got very belligerent, and he demanded to know what this was all about, so I gave him your name and number.
Good. Hey, do you like crab cakes? We've got a new recipe here.
I'm allergic to shellfish. Now, the woman patient, Sheila Wardlow, she's a bit of a problem. She's the only person by that name in the phone book, but her number has been disconnected. So I went to voter registration, and I didn't get anything. So then I tried municipal court, and I found that she had a driving under the influence citation. She caused an accident, actually. Now, it was a business vehicle, and her employer fired her over the accident, but he doesn't know where she is now.
Try Superior Court. If there was an accident and a lawsuit was filed, they'll have her address.
Right. Okay, now the last patient is another story. There are 5 Daniel Levines in the area. One lives in Oakland, one lives in San Francisco, and of the 3 others, one is in a rest home, one has been in county jail for 6 months, and the third is 7 years old.
Nicely done, Donna.
You know something, Ray?
What?
I like being an investigator.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know, I think I kind of have a knack for it. What do you think?
Well, I think you should take this candy wrapper and find what kind of candy goes inside of that.
Okay.
Huh?
Hey, Ray!
Uh-oh, we're in trouble now.
Wanna know where I've been?
I'm afraid to ask, man.
I just stopped by school to check out my grades.
Yeah.
I aced the midterms.
Now,
Thank you very
that's
much.
what I'm talking about, man. Oh, boy. You're a whole lot cheaper when you're a punk, you know that? Oh, Donna, this is Paul Garcia.
Right.
Check everything out he tells you with me first, all right? Goodbye.
What? What does she do?
She's working on the Radcliffe case. And by the way, so are you. I broke that windshield on purpose. Now, the car is a classic. There can't be any more than a dozen places in this town where it could be fixed. So you check out every place, including your friends at the Midnight Auto Supply. If that car comes in to be fixed, I want to be the first one to know about it.
You got it.
Good.
That made me look dumb yesterday. This time it's personal.
Oh, man, Paul, I'll just do the job. Let's see what we have here now.
Not bad, huh? It's not bad.
Well, when did Mr. Wilson check out? Left no messages, huh? Okay, thank you.
Don't worry, he'll show.
Jerry Wilson, rhythm and blues legend, is not in his Detroit hotel.
Well, if he's in his hotel room in Detroit, he wouldn't be on his way here, now would he, Uncle Phil?
Unless he forgot.
Well, when did he make this promise to appear here?
At a New Year's Eve party.
Well, even legends forget what they promised on New Year's Eve, Uncle Phil. Hey, hello, Elizabeth. This is Ray here. It's 10:30 a.m. I'm at the cafe. Stop by for lunch if you have a chance. I got something for you. Mwah.
You never had anything for that lady but excuses.
Did somebody elect you as my mama when I was gone? Because if they did, I sure missed it.
I won in a landslide.
Hi, Mrs. Maxwell.
Yes?
Ray Alexander, working with Jeffrey Winslow, defending Patricia Radcliffe. You may have heard of the case?
Yes, I have heard of it.
Oh, wow. Look at that clock. What a beautiful clock. This is British, 19th century. Am I right?
How may I help you, Mr. Alexander?
Well, we're trying to get a few details straight about Dr. Radcliffe's last day. Did your husband keep his appointment?
I really can't say. You'd have to ask him.
Ooh, let me see that. You know, when I get a bruise like this, I normally ice it down, and it helps to keep the swelling to go down much faster.
Oh, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah.
I slipped on the steps.
Ooh, that could have been painful, huh? By the way, was your husband home all evening Monday?
You really will have to ask him.
You don't know where he was?
I think I've said enough.
Mrs. Maxwell, look, I'm not trying to cause any trouble here. I just have to have my questions answered.
Just what questions are those?
Well, where were you the night Dr. Radcliffe died?
I would advise you not to answer any of his questions.
You a lawyer?
I'm Mr. Maxwell's associate.
Ah, spin doctor, huh? Getting ready for public service. Well, you can start serving the public by answering my question.
You can tell Jeffrey Winslow this from me, that if I see you or any of his other flunkies hanging around here, I'll charge you all with trespassing, harassment, and invasion of privacy.
Consider yourself on notice.
You're going to have to answer these questions in or out of court.
How dare you threaten me?
You're licensed by the state. You could lose that license.
Would you really rather have what I'm going to ask come out in a hearing?
Show him out.
Mrs. Maxwell, be careful on those steps now, huh? Be very dangerous. Hey, take it easy, son. Don't press the issue.
Take a hike.
You know, you really got to work on that professional courtesy thing.
I want to know everything he asked you.
I'm sure you do.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Professor's waiting for you.
Hi.
Who gave you those crab cakes?
Phil, these are their experiment.
Well, what do you think?
Well, you know, my mother used to make these, but she used a lot more pepper.
What kind of pepper?
Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, and half a jalapeno pepper.
There's a whole lot of pepper.
Just what do you want from me this time?
Oh, I love it when you're cynical.
Well, you haven't called me in over a month.
No, has it been that long?
Yes, and the last time you called me, you had me doing some research on one of your projects for you.
You helped save an innocent man from going to jail.
Yes, I did, for which I was promised a weekend in Cabo San Lucas, which I never saw.
That is exactly why I had you here. See, I happen to be working on a very important case, after which you and I are going to hop right on down there.
Oh, is that right? Well, I don't suppose that there's anything that I can do to speed the process along.
See, now, there are two hang-ups on this answering machine here. And if you turn the volume up real loud, you hear that. I'd like to find out what kind of clock chimes like that. Now, I don't suppose a fine professor like yourself would know anybody who'll give me that answer.
And they need salt, too.
Salt?
Salt.
Salt, right.
Plenty of it. See you soon. Hey.
Ray, I hope you're going to be able to set tonight's menu before you disappear again.
I'm doing it right now. So. Hey, Luis, I want you to put the apple fritters, the meatloaf, and the veal chops on a special tonight.
When are we putting out the crab cakes, cousin?
Oh, they're still in research and development. Hey, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Ray.
I'm Ray.
Come on, I want to show you something. Now, I'd like you to get in.
Why should I do that? That's good enough reason.
You're the PI, right?
That's right. Who are you?
Big Brandon. I hear you're interested in me.
just want to find out about you and Dr. Radcliffe.
Give us some room here. I read about him. Got whacked by his wife.
Maybe not.
What makes you think I know anything?
Well, I just want to know if you kept your last appointment. I know you're his patient, so let's get that straight.
How do you know?
It's my job. Did you keep that last date with him?
Yeah, I kept my date. So what?
I'm looking for the guy who didn't. There's a murder warrant waiting for the lucky customer.
Now, why would I want to do Dr. Radcliffe?
I don't know. Couldn't be because you're having a problem getting it on, would it?
You got a smart mouth.
Hey, that was just a lucky guess. I mean, I know you wasn't seeing him to raise your self-esteem.
I could make you disappear right now. But that's not my style. All right, get over here. Take him back where you found him. I don't want to see you again.
Well, you won't. Unless you want to come to the restaurant. We have some pretty good food. Hey, Terry Wilson's gonna be there Saturday night. Damn good crab cakes.
What's up, Martin?
We got an order for windshields for that car from these guys.
Look who's here, the dishwasher.
How you doing, BJ?
How am I doing? I'm living large, man. They still got you working for chump change?
Yeah, you got it, BJ.
You know, you could always come back work for me, you know? You could be styling.
Yeah, I miss this place. All the good money, the good dope, the thrill of wondering just how long you got before you get busted. Tell you what, amigo, let's keep in touch, huh? Because I'm gonna be a lawyer, and you guys should make great clients.
You know, on second thought, we don't got any openings.
You got something in mind. Send you my card.
This is Levine. Yes. Ray Alexander. I believe I spoke to you on the phone.
Oh, yes. Please, come in.
Oh! Slow down, guys.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Hey, guys, come outside. I want to talk to you for a minute. Come on, guys. Let me show you something. You see that Jeep over there? Huh? I want you to keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't explode.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Keep an eye on it.
May I get you anything, Mr. Alexander?
No, thank you. I just want to ask you a couple of questions. As you know, my office is working on a defense of Mrs. Radcliffe. Your husband was a patient of Dr. Radcliffe's, wasn't he?
What sort of doctor was he?
Psychiatrist.
You must be mistaken. If my husband was seeing someone, he would have told me.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to have taken up your time. I guess, must have gotten a bad lead. You, told the office that your husband was out of town.
Yes, on business. In fact, he's been gone for over a week.
Well, what kind of business is your husband in?
He consults for several companies. It's all too technical for me.
Oh, I'm sure it would be for me, too. Sorry to have troubled you.
Bye-bye.
You guys been watching the Jeep?
Yeah.
Nothing happened, huh?
No.
Give me 5. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Listen, Michelle, I need to know exactly what kind of peppers you use in that crab cake recipe of yours. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ah, of course. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. À bientôt. Au revoir. Now tell me about Sheila Wardlow.
Oh, I got an address on her. It's an apartment over in North Beach, and I went over there, actually, and she wasn't there, so I left a note in the mailbox.
Listen, go back there and see if you can find a nosy neighbor willing to talk.
Okay.
What about the candy wrapper?
Well, it's just plain hard sugar candy. Get it at any drugstore. Why, what's the significance?
Well, I got a suspicion that our friend Brad might be a diabetic. Patricia Radcliffe, she said, she saw him acting a little woozy one day. The only thing I found In the hotel room was a half-empty carton of orange juice and this candy wrapper. Sure things that a diabetic needs for a sugar hit.
Mr. Alexander,
Yeah. Oh, Mrs. Maxwell.
may I have a word alone with you for a moment?
Sure.
Thanks. I just wanted to apologize to you for the way that you were treated this morning.
This happened many times before.
I also wanted to assure you that my husband is not a killer. He doesn't like to talk about the fact that he's seeing a therapist because of the possible impact it might have on his political career. He did keep his last appointment, by the way.
Yeah, but can't be sure that he went, can you?
I think this may have been a mistake.
You didn't have to come here to tell me this. Did you come here because you needed a friend, or maybe you need protection?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, take that bruise, for example. Was your husband going to see Dr. Radcliffe because he was abusing you?
I told him that if he didn't get help, I was going to divorce him.
Mr. Maxwell's waiting for you outside.
Well, how clever. Austin, he taught you to fetch.
Shall we go?
You don't have to go.
Thank you, anyway.
Discourage him.
You know, you and I are getting to know each other a whole lot better than I like. Please don't do that. Oh, man, I hate that.
We're filing assault charges.
I seriously doubt that. You need anything, you know where we are. Bye-bye.
Dominic Da Vinci. I'm with the coroner's office.
Da Vinci's inquest is now on Sleuth.
And in honor of the occasion, I'm gonna sing.
So make room for the...
I mean, you haven't found that damn decorator yet?
Not yet, but we will.
Hey, listen, I don't want to wind up looking foolish here. If you don't have things solid, let me in on it.
I'll have something for you before her hearing. We're making progress.
You'd better, or I'm taking the judge to dinner, and then I'm going to plead her out.
Jeffrey, have I ever let you down?
Make sure you don't do it on this one. All right. The press is already hounding me.
You know, I think this headshot here suits you best. It shows character.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plus a little integrity. But not so much as going to get in your way.
That's what I like about you, Ray. You appreciate me.
Hey, you know it's cool, but it's not really cool. You know what I mean?
Come on. You've seen every car on this lot. Is there nothing here cool enough for you?
You know what I would really love, amigo?
What?
It's like a classic sports speedster convertible, something like that, you know?
You're not gonna believe this. I got the car.
Oh, man, this is my car.
Yeah, for a price. It sure is.
No, man, I mean, this is my car. It was stolen. That's why I'm here buying another one. Where's your phone? I gotta call the cops.
Hey, I got that car from a legitimate source.
Oh, yeah, let's see the registration.
It's in the office.
Well, we'll see.
Hey, when I sell you a hot car...
You really want me to answer that question?
Here, this should satisfy your morbid curiosity.
Well, it looked just like my car.
I'll bet.
It's been crashed, right?
Yeah, but by the time my brothers get finished with it, it'll be like new.
Let me think about it.
All right. Let's do it, huh? Crab cake's on the menu, y'all. All right, let's do it.
Your French pal really came through, huh?
Yeah, just needed a little adjustment.
Our boy's real name is Brad Dennis, but the address on the registration was a P.O. box.
Oh.
Ray?
Yeah.
I found Sheila Wardlow, but you gotta hurry, though.
Where is she?
Well, her neighbor told me about a bar where she hangs out at the McGregor Hotel, but you have to get there early or she gets wasted.
All right, you get Winslow's office to issue a subpoena for Brad. Now, Paul will fill you in. Paul, you take that subpoena to the post office. By law, they're required to give you an address, and I'll meet you both back here, all right?
Okay.
That's right, Matt. In the meantime,
Is Sheila Wardlow here?
Next Tuesday night is Emerald's Fan Appreciation Night here at the Goal, and every child at the 10th will get a free Emerald.
Is Wardlow?
Do I know you?
Well, I'm working on the defense of Patricia Radcliffe. You're a patient of Dr. Radcliffe's, weren't you?
Bastard. My company got me to go see a doctor because of this accident that I had, even though it wasn't my fault. So, you know, I go to him. I really try. I tell him everything, and I get nothing back. He's a cold fish. So I try harder, but he doesn't give a damn. Cuts me short at the end of the hour. Won't return my phone calls until maybe the next day. Pretty soon I'm worse off than before I came in. I'm a nervous wreck. He never cared. Not really. So, now what I do, huh? He's gone. I don't have anybody. Just what do you want from me?
Did you keep your last appointment with him? Where were you that evening between 8 and 9?
Where else? Right here. Hey, aren't you gonna buy a girl a drink?
I don't think the girl needs a drink. Was she here last Monday between 8 and 9?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Monday Night Football. She kept complaining we had it on too loud.
Thanks.
Oh, nothing's easy with this guy. This is a business address.
Well, let's go check it out.
We better get this back to Ray.
Paul, all I've done on this case so far is be a librarian. I want to see some of the action.
Not a great idea.
But shouldn't we find out if he's still there? Come on, it'll be okay.
I don't know.
Paul, I have spent all my life sitting behind a desk with my glasses on and a book in front of me, you know? Now, I'm supposed to go on to law school, but lately I've been thinking, maybe I want to be a PI. Now, how am I supposed to know if I don't see what it's really like? Please?
Okay, get in. I want to see Brad so I can pay him the money I owe.
Just leave your number.
Look, I'm leaving town in a few days, and I just want to square things with him before I go. What's the big deal? He's either here or he isn't.
I'll have him call you back.
I want to see Brad now, so either you page him or I start looking around.
It's members only.
Right. I wasn't thinking there. Why don't you just give Brad my number and let him know that I stopped by, okay? Thanks a lot.
Brad at the front desk? Front desk, Brad.
Hi. Do they really need all this stuff about where I used to live and everything?
Yep. What is it? Oh, some guy was just in here, said he owed you some money or something. Sounded phony.
You didn't tell him anything, did you?
I told him to leave a number.
Why did you do that? Now he knows I work here.
You know something? I'm tired of you and your problems. I got all the trainers I need, so why don't you just pack up and get out?
I think that's a great idea.
We're happening. He's definitely inside, and I think you just got him fired.
Good. He sold his car, so he's probably using a rental. I'll get his address from his driver's license. It'll be on the rental agreement.
What's that for?
This is how I get into the car.
Where did you learn how to do that?
I spent a little time in the California Youth Authority for knowing how to do this. That's where Ray found me a few years ago after he promised my old man he'd look me up.
So you're not really Ray's nephew?
Everybody Ray is tight with, he calls him a relative. Like Uncle Phil. It's not really his uncle. He met him in the joint along with my old man.
What was Ray doing in prison?
He was convicted of murder. Wait here.
Who sent you, man?
Hey, Holmes, I just want the car,
Well, it's just a mild concussion, a few lumps and bruises, but he'll be okay.
I pushed him into going over there. You know, this is all my fault.
Well, you're right. You both shouldn't have gone, but you did. And he's lucky you only paid a small price for it.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It was only a mistake. Okay.
Can we see him?
The doctor will let us know when.
Paul told me how you sponsored him and how you knew his father in prison.
Just what did he tell you?
That you were convicted of murder.
was back in the 60s when I was politically active. I was the president of the Black Student Union at the community college. I was framed for killing a cop. I was considered a dangerous, militant troublemaker. I spent 4 years in the joint.
How did you get out?
But this idealistic young lawyer decided to work on my case. He got me another trial, and I was proved innocent. That lawyer was Jeff Winslow.
Oh.
So when I got out, I did some PI work for him until I got enough money to open up the restaurant. And now I only work when I have to. And that lawyer, well, he's become Jeffrey Winslow.
Nurse Alexander, please call the page. Nurse Alexander, please call the page.
Hey, man, if you wanted the night off, all you had to do was ask.
Hey, Ray. I'm sorry, man. He got away clean.
Don't worry. We'll get him.
Guess this is what happens when you listen to me.
No, this is what happens when you don't check the back seat.
We'll spring out of here tomorrow. We'll take care.
Good night.
Okay.
And when we find our boy, I'll be sure to give him your regards.
Please do.
Later.
Believe me, if he was seeing a shrink, I'd have heard about it.
Guess what does your husband do, Mrs. Levine?
Some kind of consulting. Travels a lot.
You say he's due here about 11?
You can set your watch by him. I think I hear him. Gotta go get him a beer.
Guess who's home? Mr. Levine. Ray Alexander. I'm working on the Patricia Radcliffe case. You may have heard of it?
Gee, no, I don't think so. I don't see how I could help you.
I think maybe you'd better. See, I just met another Mrs. Levine in Oakland, Marymount Drive. Nice lady. 2 kids.
Let's go outside.
I assume that you're seeing Dr. Radcliffe because of this situation here?
Yeah, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I mean, the problem is that I love them both. Paula here is great. She's...
Hey, honey.
Thank you.
You sure I can't talk you into a beer?
No, thank you.
Thank you. As I was saying, Paula here is great. Just lots of laughs, and she's never any pressure. And Julie is sweet. You know, we've got 2 kids. It's kind of a long story.
Oh, I'm sure it is. But all I'm interested in here is Dr. Radcliffe's last day. Did you keep your appointment?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can you prove that?
Prove that?
Yeah.
No, I could. Yes, I can. Yes. I was his first appointment after lunch that day, and Dr. Radcliffe was late getting back from lunch that day. Well, Dr. Radcliffe is never late. You know, he just couldn't stop apologizing. So, I mean, if you check wherever it is that he had lunch that day, they could confirm that. And see, if I wasn't there, then I wouldn't know that, now would I?
Sure, you're right. You know, I would advise you to find another doctor, Mr. Levine, real soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, can I speak to the owner?
I'm the owner.
Oh, good. You know, I have a place of my own, and I just got to ask you, where do you get your bread? That's fantastic.
My wife makes it.
Ah, that explains it. Dr. Radcliffe used to lunch here every day, didn't he?
Yes. Terrible thing that happened to him. That's where he used to sit at that table by the window.
One of his patients said that he was late coming back from lunch the day he was killed.
Yes. It was odd. He made reservations for 2, then his lunch date didn't show. I guess it upset his schedule. You a friend of his?
Nah, just professional. Hey, listen, if your wife ever decides to remarry, you let me know.
You got it.
Do you know who your husband was supposed to meet for lunch the day he was killed?
Oh, I wish I did.
I just had a thought. What if it isn't the patient we're looking for? What if it's somebody who just didn't show up for lunch that day? When your husband called, did he specifically say he was going to meet a patient? Or somebody didn't show up?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, I want you to try and remember. And if you do, call me back.
I will, but if it's not a patient, then who are we looking for?
I don't know. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Ladies?
Hi, Ray.
The minute he checks in, you tell him to call Uncle Phil. You got that?
No luck on Terry Wilson, huh?
He may be the king of rhythm and blues, but as far as I'm concerned, he might as well be the shadow. Nobody has seen the man. And not only have I told everybody that I know he's going to be here, but I got this place sold out for Saturday night. This is a genuine calamity. What am I going to do?
Well, maybe you better call for backup.
Yeah? Like who?
You want me to get you Ray Charles?
How you going to do that?
We go way back.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
We do.
Look, you better get your personality on straight. She's been waiting for about an hour.
You sure you don't want me to get Ray Charles?
This ain't no joke, man. This is a catastrophe.
All right.
Coffee any good in this place?
Well, it's a little hard to tell after the first 10 cups. I brought something for you.
What?
Okay. That's the chime from the answering machine tape you took from the suspect's room.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine in the Fine Arts Department researched this. It's how it would sound in its entirety.
What kind of clock is that?
It's an American regulator, 1860 to 1880.
Well, I'm kind of hoping it was British. One of my prime suspects owns one. But this could prove to be invaluable, and I can't thank you enough, baby.
Oh, yes, you can. I have made a reservation for next weekend in Cabo San Lucas.
I'm not sure this will be over by then.
Uh-huh. Well, let's just hope that it is, because either you or my friend from the Fine Arts Department is going to be sipping margaritas and listening to mariachis with me. Ooh, I have a class. Bye.
Uh-oh. Better hurry up and solve this case.
You did it. Thanks.
What? What's the matter?
I just thought I heard something.
Did you? No. You just need a good night's sleep.
Yeah, you're right. Good
Sleep
night.
well.
Thanks.
Night.
Look, Alexander knows my real name. It's only a matter of time before he finds me.
Are you feeling all right?
I can handle it.
Well, I think you need to try and relax. Do you still have a gun?
You're not serious.
Well, our only alternative is for you to leave town and we never see each other again.
You don't mean that.
Well, I never thought you'd let them get this close to us, darling. And now, we have no choice. I hope relax you.
He's very cagey. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Don't you worry. I have an idea.
Ray's Backyard Cafe. I'll be right there.
I was stunned when he called because he had missed his last 2 sessions, so I had just assumed that he left town, which is what he kept insisting that he was going to do. My original diagnosis was that he was potentially sociopathic, so I sent him to Dr. Radcliffe for a consultation. Dr. Radcliffe recommended hospitalization, which made him absolutely furious. You see, it never even occurred to me that he was truly homicidal until he called tonight and told me about how he had killed Dr. Radcliffe, and then he started raving about how he was going to kill you, which allowed me to be able to call you and tell you all this. I feel so terrible for not being able to see just how dangerous he really is. And Dr. Radcliffe must have seen it, and that's why I murdered him.
You couldn't have done it alone.
I kept asking him about that. And all he did was just get really agitated, and he insisted on seeing me tonight.
Where?
At the waterfront, where he ran down Dr. Radcliffe. He said that he'd be watching out for police, so I better come alone, and if I wasn't there by 11 o'clock, he'd leave.
I still have time to get there.
Oh, and you better be careful, because he said that he has a gun.
So do I.
Good luck.
Thanks. I know that you and Gail are in this together, Brad. How did she get you to do her dirty work for you? What was the attraction? Money? Sex? Matter, Brad? Feeling all that great? Need a little something? Did she give you something tonight, man? I bet she did. I bet she gave you an overdose of insulin. Get you all messed up so I can kill you for it. That way, you'll be free and clear. Shut up! You know what you're talking about! That's how she's gonna get rid of you, Brad. No! 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 You would never do that to me, man. You would never do that. She loves me. Sure she does. just like I do.
Dr. Radcliffe's death was a real tragedy. I mean, it's almost unthinkable that this sick young man could take his life. And to be perfectly honest, I'm glad that Brad Dexter is dead because now he can't harm anyone else. And I know I shouldn't think that way, but I do because Dr. Radcliffe was a wonderful man. And he deserved better than to die at the hands of a twisted, homicidal psychopath.
Done with your statement?
Yes, I'm finished.
But you wouldn't want to leave without saying goodnight now, would you? We're on the other side of that one-way glass. We heard it all.
Oh.
It was all her idea. And that's how I'm going to testify. We're both going to go down together, Darlene. Radcliffe was a shrink. She told him she was having this affair with this patient. She was afraid he was going to expose her, and that would ruin her. So she took care of it, right?
Dr. Baker, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Dr. Radcliffe. You have the right to remain silent.
I'm not going to say another word without my attorney.
Suit yourself. This way, please.
That was one hell of a plan, you know that? Get rid of Radcliffe and you steal his files. Give me the names of those patients who throw me off the track. And you have Brad do that scare tactic with Patricia so she would have to stay with you. So you could keep tabs on me. Nice work.
But not nice enough.
All right. As you recall, I predicted the prosecution's case would fall apart and Mrs. Radcliffe would be exonerated. The investigation that I directed not only proved Mrs. Radcliffe's innocence, but also provided the police the actual murder conspiracy. I'd say that justice has been well served. Thank you. See you in court.
One question.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any more information regarding the accomplice?
No.
That's all we have to say. Thank you.
So, what's it gonna be? PI work or law school?
Well, PI work is definitely more fun, but lawyers have less hospitalization.
Well, there's no Terry Wilson. And where the hell is Ray?
There's Elizabeth.
Have you seen Ray?
No, he said he'd meet me here. We're taking the red eye to Cabo San Lucas.
Good. You'll miss the ride when I tell these people that Terry Wilson is not going to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, please. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I'm afraid Terry Wilson won't be with us tonight.
Yeah, I got some good news. But y'all rate y'all.
All right, how you doing, Uncle Bill? Oh, much better now that you're here, Ray.
Good to see you, my man. All right. Listen, yeah, I got something for you there, brother.
Yeah.
I want to know, I've been hearing some great stories. You guys got some hell of a crab cakes guy.
Oh, the best in the world.
Come on now, you guys, really. But do me a favor, Vic. Can I have a couple when I get out?
You got a deal.
You got
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ray Charles.
Let me tell you about a girl I know. She's my baby and she lives next door. Every morning before the sun comes up, she bring my coffee in my favorite cup. That's how I know. Well, no. Hallelujah, I love her so. When I'm in trouble and I have no friend, I know she'll go with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know. I smile at them and say she told me so. That's why I know. Well, I don't know. Hallelujah, I love her so. Now if I call her on the telephone and tell her that I'm all alone, by the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, when there ain't nobody else around, she kisses me, she holds me tight, and tell me, Ray Charles, everything's all right. That's why I know, well, I know, hallelujah, I love her so. Oh, hallelujah, I love her so. You know, she's my little woman way across town. Yeah, babe, I'm a little fool for you. Yeah, I am. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, I love her so. Hallelujah, I love her so. Hallelujah, I love her so.